What if I told you that Chumlee, the lovable goofball from Pawn Stars, has a story far darker and more dramatic than anyone ever imagined? Fans know him as the comic relief of the show, but behind the laughter lies a shocking reality, one filled with legal troubles, scandal, and struggles that nearly ended his career for good. And as surprising as those troubles were, they were only the beginning of a saga that continues to haunt him to this day. Austin Lee Russell, better known as Chumlee, became a household name when Pawn Stars premiered on the History Channel in 2009. With his laid-back humor, quirky personality, and unexpected knowledge of pop culture collectibles, he quickly became a fan favorite. Viewers tuned in not just for the rare artifacts and expert appraisals, but also for Chumlee's hilarious banter with Rick Harrison, Corey, and the late Richard, Old Man Harrison. But while he played the lovable underdog on screen, off-screen his life was spiraling out of control. In 2016, Chumlee made headlines around the world when police raided his Las Vegas home as part of an investigation. What they found stunned fans: drugs, weapons, and allegations that painted a picture far removed from the friendly face on television. He was arrested and charged, sparking widespread speculation that his time on Pawn Stars was over. For someone who had been embraced as the show's comedic heart, the scandal felt like a betrayal to fans who thought they knew him. But the truth was more complicated. Chumlee eventually struck a plea deal, avoiding serious jail time by agreeing to probation, counseling, and community service. Yet, the damage to his reputation was already done. Many wondered if he could ever bounce back, or if he would fade into reality TV obscurity, remembered only for the scandal that nearly ruined him. For Chumlee, the legal troubles were just the beginning of a long journey of reckoning with fame, responsibility, and personal demons. What most fans don't know is that the arrest forced him to take a hard look at his life. Over the years, Chumlee struggled with weight, self-esteem issues, and the pressures of sudden fame. At one point, he weighed more than 300 pounds, and his health was rapidly declining. But after the legal troubles, he embarked on a major transformation. He underwent gastric sleeve surgery, lost over 100 pounds, and began taking his health seriously. The goofy pawn shop worker was finally confronting the reality that fame had given him wealth and recognition, but had also amplified his flaws. Still, his troubles didn't completely fade away. While he returned to Pawn Stars and managed to rebuild much of his public image, whispers of his past followed him. Every mistake, every rumor, every misstep was amplified by the shadow of his 2016 arrest. Chumlee has admitted in interviews that living under the microscope of fame has been exhausting, especially when people only remember the scandal. Yet, in many ways, his resilience has shocked critics who once wrote him off. Today, Chumlee is still a part of Pawn Stars, showing that second chances are possible. He has opened his own business ventures in Las Vegas, leaned into his passion for sneakers and collectibles, and continued to be a central figure in one of the longest-running reality shows on television. But the truth remains, his legal troubles were just the beginning of a story filled with setbacks, transformation, and redemption. For fans, Chumlee's journey is both heartbreaking and inspiring. It's a reminder that the people we see on TV aren't always who they appear to be, and that fame often comes with hidden struggles. At 41, he's still trying to prove that he's more than his mistakes, more than the scandal, and more than the comic relief character that made him famous. Whether he succeeds in rewriting his legacy is still uncertain, but one thing is clear: Chumlee's story is far from over. So take a deep breath, because once you know the truth, you'll never look at him the same way again.